And welcome, folks. We're already to Tuesday here for this new week. We're looking at the Alexandria Tower Cam, looking to the west, a little south of west there. Look at the jet contrails in the distance there that we can see. Otherwise, it's been a clear, sunny day, beautiful day. Cold start this morning, though, but not quite as chilly as yesterday morning, a couple of degrees warmer, and it'll be a little bit warmer tonight as well. Looking into Gina, LaSalle Parish there, likewise, got a preview there as evening comes in. Won't be long till it'll be dark, folks. Little or no rain in your forecast over the next 7 days. And I'm highlighting a strong cold front. This front that I've been talking about for Sunday is looking stronger. All right, so we'll see what that means for temperatures. First of all, let's check things out for the national satellite and radar, where we continue to see the energy of weather up to the north of us. You see the clouds in motion moving basically to the west. Down in the south here where we're at, there's really nothing happening. It's just a calm, stable pattern there. And I've barely had any leaves falling the past few days. That's how little wind there's been at my place. So I think that's going to change, though, because some of this energy will move eastward through the rest of the week. By the end of the week, by Friday, even by Thursday, we'll start to see some changes in our pattern. Nothing major as this energy passes to the north of us. There'll be two systems, and I'll show that to you in just a bit. Second system will be the one that will bring the cold air. So futurecast in the near term, by Wednesday morning, there could be some areas of fog. Okay, so if that happens, slow down and be careful. I don't think everyone will be affected by that. Evening, no issues. A beautiful day for Wednesday. And then when we go back on our morning commute Thursday, it looks like maybe a little bit more widespread fog, at least according to this model. Again, slow down, be careful, keep your headlights on low beam if you're in an area of dense fog, like less than a mile in visibility. Okay, so that's the short term. Let's check out the long term with our bubbles of air. Warm colors, big warm bubbles of air, the cool colors, big cool bubbles of air. The interaction and movement of these bubbles of air determine our weather. It's kind of the weather you get is related to this type of pattern. Okay, so for now, I'll let this fast forward into Thursday morning, where we see a piece of energy dipping down just a bit across the northwestern United States. Now, I'll go a little bit farther in time. I'll go into Friday evening, about Friday evening football time. We'll see that move to the east and dip down farther to the south, closer to us. Now, remember, as I was explaining yesterday, the jet stream represents a fence, okay, and it keeps the cold air in place. Okay, so there's the fence. To the north of it, it's cold. To the warm of it, the air is warm. To the south of this fence, all right. So as the jet stream continues to develop, then it will open the door. Notice what happens as I fast forward into Sunday afternoon. The dip is into North Louisiana, so it's intensifying. The main impact of this cold air is going to be felt across the Great Lakes and areas to the east of us. We will not feel the coldest air that this situation has to offer. But I think once it's through, you'll say, well, it's chilly enough for November. Okay, so that's the kind of pattern that we're in. And notice it's kind of a quick hitter. Look how quickly that piece of energy rotates back up to the northeast, up the east coast there, remaining centered across Quebec and the Great Lakes there. So, and then we start our moderation Tuesday afternoon. All right, so with all that said, here are the numbers to talk about what I just spoke about. A couple of fog mornings possible. Be warm during the day, upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. Moderating temperatures at night, 44 Wednesday, 50 Thursday morning. So again, that means more moisture in the air, especially with that energy to the north of us traveling east. We can get moisture return from the Gulf. Nothing big. But Friday will be, and Saturday morning will be our most humid mornings. And they'll be our warmest days as well. 80s, low to mid 80s on thermometers in Sinai. There's not quite record territory, but it's going to be plenty warm. I did put in 10% Friday with that first disturbance. Won't be much for it to work with. Then Saturday, no rain. But then Saturday night and very early Sunday morning, I did put 20% in with the strong cold front that comes through Sunday. In the 50s Sunday morning, as the front's kind of coming through, We'll be hard pressed to make 70 for an average high in Cenla on Sunday. And then once we get behind the front, as the cold air begins to establish itself Monday morning, as you go back on your commute, upper 30s during that time frame, and only the upper 50s for highs on Monday. So if that happens, it'll be the first time this fall that we couldn't reach 60 degrees for a high, right? And then we bottom out Veterans Day morning. It'll be a chilly Veterans Day early and for ceremonies that morning. 33 in the average. There will be a freeze across a good part of central Louisiana, I'm thinking, that morning. And so stay tuned because I've had to drop temperatures every time I've been on doing these streams for this time period as the front looks stronger. But beautiful sunshine during the day to start off next week and for Veterans Day. No issues for the weather there for our veterans except for the cold morning. Thanks for being with me, Nick Bickles. To see you in the morning. I'll see you again during the PM hours for tomorrow. And hope your Wednesday is wonderful. And thanks for your support for Cenla Weather.